fish on. Nice bit of water movement there.
Yeah, nice bream.
That's a chunk of bream.
Good little bream to start the...
Got a net under him?
Yeah, might as well. He looks like he's just got those trebles stuck in the side of his face, but he's a beautiful fish.
That is a cracker.
Good way to start the afternoon.
Beautiful afternoon session, fishing the river.
Started off with that little 50mm quake, and that guy has smoked that. Just fishing a little bit of isolated structure. We'll be talking a lot about isolated structure and how we fish them today, so good way to start.
Yeah, make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be fishing one of our local rivers, talking through the different structures that we fish, water movement, how we approach it, and the lures that get the bites.
Pop the hooks out.
Oh, do you want some pliers?
Oh, should be all right.
Yep.
Got him out there, got a good grip of him. Right, he's a beautiful bream. We'll send him back and we'll carry on working our way up this river.
Nice start on the TT 50mm quake in Yabby colour.
Yeah,
fish on.
Colour, beautiful lure.
So can you help me out? Oh, can you help me out?
Him.
Yep. No, feels silver, but might be a little floaty. Feels more silver though.
There's a bream bite. Oh well, a bunch of fish sitting on this little bit of structure here.
He tapped it, I whacked it. He didn't find it, but I found him. That chemically sharpened Gamakatsu hook found him in the fin, but he had a whack at it, so I set the hook and didn't pin him in the mouth. So we'll go back down there again. Seems like we're getting a few bites just around this bit of structure here. So Deck's fishing that vibe, which has got good interest, and I'm just flicking the little 2.5-inch ZMan prawns around on a 1/8 ounce head. Fairly shallow here and just hopping over the top of that structure.
So we're just on a bit of a straight here in the river, and we just got a little bit of isolated structure. We've got a bit of a rock or a pipe, not exactly sure what it is here. The current's coming down, swirling up over it, so we're just casting past that turbid water and just bouncing that little quake back down past whatever that is down there. So we're just letting that little quake go down to the bottom, just a couple of little hops, just getting a little vibe on the way up, going back down to the bottom, and then a lot of the time you just feel that little tap on the way down, and you just strike and put those little owner trebles in there. Oi, big flathead just chased that up.
That's pretty cool.
Did you see that fish?
Nope. But he might come back.
I'm hoping so. Damn. Oh, he's still chasing it.
He might eat it, eh? He likes that vibration, eh?
That was did you see? Oh, that was such a big fish. I wish you could have seen that thing. It's like a 65.
Nice. Yep. Oh, came up after it. That bloke and grabbed it. Wild. Pretty much ate it as it broke the surface of the water. Just a little flatty, but that's one little flatty, and Declan had that one, the big one, follow him up. So you never know, we might be in for a few flatties in the river here today as well. Just a little guy. See you, mate. He chased it right up. That was gold. Oh, nice.
Little tap on the way down. I suspect another little bream. Oh, little Trevor.
They love that bit of water movement, eh?
Yeah.
Structure.
Love that vibration. I'll hone in on that. Get that guy back.
With a couple of us fishing on the boat, we'll often fish different presentations so that we can see what the fish are looking for on the day. So Deck's fishing the little quake soft vibe, so a much more aggressive vibration in that lure. And I'm fishing a 2.5-inch ZMan prawns, which is a beautiful little prawn profile, perfect for the rivers like this. I've got it on that 1/8, and I'm fishing a little more finesse, a little bit slower. Deck's fishing with that bit more aggression, and we'll see what the fish want. And then that way we can sort of pick what the fish want on the day, switch it up, and I might try a more aggressive profile, or Deck might drop back to a more subtle profile. So mix it up if you're fishing with a mate, and you'll soon work out what the fish want to eat.
Right, so we've just fished that isolated rock or whatever that thing is there. Next up, we've got a big sandbank with the tide just pouring off the back end of it, and we can see a bunch of bait getting eaten behind it. So we're just going to slowly creep our way up there and fish this sand flat and see what we can find.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, double.
Double.
Righto. I'll get the net. I've got a flatty on here. Looks like he's inhaled the prawn.
I've just got a little Trevor.
Little Trev. This guy's got a gob full of prawn. Oh no, just in the lip.
A few creatures hanging behind that current there.
And spot on, exactly as you described it, that flicking up onto that edge where the water's coming across, that fish is just sitting on the back side of it. Pause, hit the bottom, and boom, he's picked that little prawn up. Only fishing a light head, that 1/8 ounce head, because we're only in about, oh, metre and a half max of water, so he's just popped that leader. He had a good chew on it. He'd be a pan-sized fish if you wanted to feed, but we're going to send him back in for you guys. I'll just pop that prawn out of him and we'll send him back in. You can see where that leader popped is right where his teeth close, and he's rasped that leader up, and then I've picked up the weight of him and he's just popped that leader. So keep them in the water, keep their head underwater, get that net in the water and get them. Hey!
Little angry thing
Still a few
down there.
fish picking along that edge, eh? Net?
What do we got there?
Yeah, a little bit of weight there.
Oh, nice bream. Just feeding on the back side of that sand again. He's a good bream.
Oh, that is a nice bream. Beautiful fish.
I've always
What a cracker.
caught good bream on these quake vibes. I like that nice little subtle presentation, little subtle vibe.
Yeah, and these
And
rivers
slow
would be,
fall.
they'd be full of little herring, eh?
Yeah, slow fall. These guys absolutely love them. Pop those hooks out. I'll just gently try and get those out of there. Probably should be using pliers.
Let me get them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. That quake and yabby colour, he's good to go. Pop this guy back.
Magic fish.
Yeah, this time of year a lot of those bream move down the front to start spawning, and it was a great presentation. A lot of them will just sort of stage up at these spots near the mouth, and you can get some high numbers of them.
Yeah, and incredible variety of species as well, hey, in the mouth
Yeah.
of a creek. You know, fishing bite-sized presentations in the shallows in the creek mouth. We've already got bream, flatties, trevs. Never know what might be next. Yeah. Oh, this edge is producing, Dad.
Yeah, that thing's got a bit of weight to it. What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
probably
Trevor or something?
little trev. Feels
Yeah.
like a little trev, hey, but there's a
little
bit,
head shakes.
bit of bait holding on that edge and
Growing
fish
a little
holding with it. Yeah, he's coming back with the flow now. He's a little bit cranky. Oh,
Big old whiting.
that is a stonker.
That's awesome.
I just said you never know what the next species would be, and I said to myself it'll probably be a flounder. No, it's a tank of a whiting. That is an
That is
absolute
awesome.
tank. He drilled that. That's a beautiful summer whiting on a 2.5 inch ZMan prawns. What a fish. What a fish. He is beautiful.
There's no waiting for net. The net that guy just folds straight in.
Yeah, that is a beautiful whiting. What a fish. How's the fins and everything up on him? They're a powerful creature, hey,
Yeah.
these guys. If they grew to a metre long, I tell you, you'd be chasing them on big gear because they're such a powerful fish, especially in the shallows here. A great one in the creek mouths like we're fishing here. And he's scoffed up little 2.5 inch prawns, stoked. Beautiful, that's a nice surprise, and you never know what you're going to get fishing these river mouths. Nice flow, shallow water, just that little prawn. See you, buddy.
Are you speaking now? Are you speaking now?
Oh, I got a good bite.
This is a big whiting. What is going on? They are loving this prawn. That's another nice whiting. Not as big as the last whiting, but that's still an absolute cracker. There you go, just hopping the shallows. So again, fishing structure, we're fishing up onto a sand flat that's draining out. So we can see the sandbank, we're just working along the edge, getting a few little trevs, little flatties and that sort of thing, and then that's a nice whiting in amongst it. So good variety of species when you're fishing the mouth of a river system, that's for sure. And these little bite-sized profiles are perfect, like a 2.5 inch prawns. Tap, oh, there's a tap. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's why you got to keep.
I'll stop playing around with the sounder and I might grab the net, eh? That thing sounds right.
No,
Brembo.
only a little fella, but it was pretty cool. He, that's why you got to watch your line. I didn't get him in the gob again. I'm doing well today at just pinning him in the face. But anyway, little Brembo. But we've moved to a bit of a deeper area here. We're fishing a rock bar. So that's another awesome bit of structure that you can find in rivers. So sometimes you'll see the water, turbulent water, that signifies where the rock bar is. Sometimes, like now, we just spotted it on the sounder and we stopped for a flick. That guy's only a little bream, but I was watching the line, I saw the tick in the line, set the hook, got the fish.
There we go.
On. Beautiful.
That's angry, whatever that is. Well, there's that bit of fish that we were looking for on the edge of the rock bar there. Feels like a really good fish there.
You're just casting up current there and bouncing it back?
Just up current. I'll try and get on top of him so that he doesn't bust us off on this rock bar. Right, we're on top of him, so that's a good thing to do. Try and get above them. Then they've got, hey, nice fish. That's a nice Jewy.
That's a beautiful Jewy.
Yeah, so it's one of our targets here on the rock bars. Beautiful little Jewy.
Come around.
Get him on the net there.
There you go.
Lovely fish.
Beautiful.
So,
oh, come on, ease up.
I'll just hit spot there. He's just smashed that little 3-inch slim swim.
One of the kings of the river.
Yep. Now the Silver King, Silver Ghost. I'll pop that little hook back in there. All right, there he is there. Beautiful little Jewy. Bit of fun on the rock bar. Righto. So that's, you're always in with a shot of these guys on these little bit deeper rock bars, fishing that little bit deeper water. That's where they like to hang out, and he has just absolutely smashed that little Gabby slim swim.
Yeah, spectacular fish and a favourite for many that are fishing the rivers. You know, we've caught a great variety down near the mouth of the river, moved up looking for some deeper structure, and that is the target. That's what we're after, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pop that hook out, get them back, and keep going, because where there's one, there's often more of these guys, so.
Yep.
That's all.
Moses, he is.
Little tailor. Well, now that's not what I thought you'd catch.
No, that was not the expected species, but another species. Deck's got a bit bigger plastic on there, so he's just getting a few rattles and that in there. So I flicked this guy in here and on their little tailor, but another species. Like, we've caught a crazy number of species, and that's what river fishing often is all about. Moving, hitting key structure, finding what you can find. There's a ton of different species in here. As we're working our way up the creek, we're looking for key structure, and this is another perfect example of some of the river structure that you'll find. So this is a feeder creek feeding into the main river. So it creates water flow, water movement. We've got banks, drop-offs, structure, eddies, there's bait. So we'll hit each side of this mouth and up into the mouth of the drain, just see if we can find a fish or two, and then we'll keep rolling on up the river. We go.
I think he's got a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Nice head shake.
A little bit to it, hey?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, might have to get the net.
I'm thinking I've already got it. Got a big head shake.
Yeah, he was
big flatty, is it?
He was right below us.
Nice little Jewy.
Beautiful. Right in the deepest section of the mouth of that creek.
Yeah. How much fun are those?
Brilliant,
things?
brilliant. We talked about coming into the mouth of that creek there to find a fish. Boom. 2 casts later and we got a nice little Jewy. So we were looking for a flatty on the edges and then hitting the middle of the creek where there's a little bit more water, where this bloke might be sitting. Those little creek mouths hold a lot of bait, and in turn some beautiful fish like this guy. Have a look at that. What a spectacular fish. That's just on the little 2.5-inch slim swims, which is one of my go-tos for matching the small bait you find in the rivers a lot of the time, on a 1/4 ounce 1/0 and just letting it hit the bottom. And that was back virtually right below the boat when he hit that. There you go. So not quite as good as that one you got, Deck, but every Jewfish is a good one, that's for sure. So it's a nice little Jewfish or mulloway. Oh, settle down, buddy. Don't want to knock you around. Back in the net, I'll just pop this lure out and we'll send him back down there. Come on, mate. Pop that out of the roof of the mouth. There you go. What a beautiful fish. Magic. He's away. Awesome.
Wow, it's shallow.
Yeah, it's shallow, real shallow, but for some reason I guess it like eddies back up there or something. They sit up on there. Yeah, it's real shallow up on there. But it doesn't take much water to hold the flat, does it?
No, it's just not what I expected it. Oh,
Yeah, it's super shallow. Right on the edge, eh?
Nice Flatty.
Beautiful, right where he should have been sitting, right on the edge of the drop
that
off.
little creek.
Beautiful.
I'm loving everything yabby today. Just such a good colour with that orange in this little bit dirtier water.
Magic.
Well, you guys said that's where you think they're going to be, and that's exactly where he was. He smashed that little 3-inch slim SwimZ and yabby. Really good bite. Swap that guy out, we'll get him back and see if we can get a bigger one along there.
He drilled it, eh?
Oh, that was, I did not think that was going to be a flathead. Did you see that bite?
Yeah.
I did not think that was going to be a flathead.
It's funny, that's where I get them, eh? Like they just sit right on that edge, eh?
I just didn't think it was going to be a flathead. I thought it was going to take off.
Yeah, he drilled it. Clunk, eh?
There we go.
On.
Little rattly creature on that little rock bar. Little flatty.
Beautiful little ledge there, eh?
Yeah. The thing with a river like this might not look like much of a feature, but a corner is a massive feature in a river. It changes the current flow, it gives back eddies and all sorts. So I just caught that fish out of a little bit of a back eddy in there. Cast back in there and see if we're going to get another one.
Right below the boat. That's always good
Looks
fun.
a little bit angry. What do we got? Ah, nice little Jewy.
Nice little Jewy. Ate it right below the boat. You could see it was like time to eat it now before it got away.
Beautiful little guy.
And another different bit of structure, deck.
Yeah, just fishing a bit of a creek corner. So got a deep hole in it, and then as it comes back out of the corner, there's sort of a big ledge, and we're just fishing that ledge, getting good current flow on it. And that guy is just sitting there waiting.
Hooked beautifully in the lip. Well, that lure's popped out. That's okay. I'll pick him up and show you. So, beautiful little school Jewy. And I upped my presentation a little bit that time. So that was 3/8 ounce 3.0 TT Big Eyes jig head. I love that glow eye for these guys when I'm fishing a little bit deeper on that gold rush colour 3-inch MinnowZ. So that allowed me to get down there and just work it closer to the bottom where this guy was holding. So nice little handful of school Jewy. We'll send him. See you, buddy. Go get big, and we'll come back and get him again. Oh, that's what we're hoping to get one more before we lose that sun. 3-inch MinnowZ, gold rush on that 3.830. I love that big eyes jig head in the black with the glow eye. Really love that glow eye, and that's another nice little Jewy. I don't know if it gets any better than sunset in the river with a beautiful little school Jewy.
He's a beautiful little fish.
That is a spectacular little Jewfish, and that's a great presentation as well. This time of the day, that gold rush, the gold will catch, that gold glitter catches the last of the sun. This guy's got a glow eye as well. So there's a bit to light up that presentation down there, a bit of flash of the glitter in the plastic, and then that glow eye as well. So you can see that eye glowing a little bit there in that low light. So glow eye on that TT Big Eyes, 3.830. Gold rush 3-inch MinnowZ, deadly on the river Jewfish. So that is pretty spectacular.
Yeah, beautiful little
What
fish.
an awesome session on the water. So how is that? Today we're fishing river structure, and you know, we picked a variety of structure, caught a ton of different species, hey, and you got that beautiful big Jewy, big school Jewy, and then we got a few little fellas, and Flathead, Bream, Trevally, Taylor, Whiting.
Yeah. Bit of everything.
Yeah, pretty good little river session. So we'll get this guy in, and we'll keep going for a little bit longer and see if we can find one more before we lose our light. All right, we're going to keep plugging away a little bit, but we're running out of light, so I just wanted to say cheers for you guys for watching. Cracker afternoon session on the water, fishing a river, so busting out a bit of structure and that sort of thing. So hopefully that helps you to select a bit of structure in the river that you're fishing, and hopefully catch a wide variety of species like we did today. Today we were fishing a few different combos. We generally carry a 1 to 3 kilo combo, a 2 to 4 and a 3 to 6. to throw the different presentations that we're throwing, from those finesse presentations through to that 3/8 ounce 3.0 on the heavier combo. So we're just fishing black Mamba rods, Inspira ISX reels, and we're fishing Platypus, Braid and leader around about that 10 to 15 pound in the braid and also in the leader. So gear yourself up, get out there, hit your local river. Remember, structure is king. Find the bait, find the fish. Both of those things have worked for us today. Get out, get into them, see you on the water, fish on.